basically I had an idea for a video. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be ranking all of the multiplayer maps from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. There's been some recent hype about Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. They just recently reported the game onto PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So it's not like a remastered, but they gave it like fresh new servers, so you can play the games without, there was a lot of hackers on Black Ops 2 on the servers, which is so dumb to me. Like, I don't understand why people hack on a game that's like, what is it, like 15 years old? It just makes no sense, because like, genuinely, what do you obtain from that? You're gaining nothing, and you're just ruining like a classic game, because it's really sad. I mean, I have a lot of great memories playing both of those games, especially Black Ops 2. Like, that's one of my favorite games, video games of all time. And I always have like urges to go back and play that game. Like, part of it is nostalgia. Like, I am partly trying to relive like that nostalgia for just like a simpler time in life. Like, Black Ops 2 was like really sums up like a moment in my life and a lot of other people's lives where things just felt like so easy and simple. I don't know. Like, it seems silly to say about a video game, especially like a Call of Duty video game, but like, it was true. Like, things were just better back then. Like, on YouTube, like before streaming was what it is now. People that streamed would just play the games and talk, and it was just, I don't know. Like, it didn't feel so monetized and sloppy. it's just not a good layout. It's a terrible map. And that was one of the last maps that they released. I'm pretty sure one of the last DLC maps. Next up is Overflow. So this is an original map. And yeah, there's just not much to say about it. Before any of the DLC maps came out, this was always my least favorite map. It's just ugly. I don't like it. It doesn't look good at all. Yeah, not many redeeming qualities. Aftermath is next. Now this map's pretty cool looking. Like, it looks ugly, because it's like rubble, basically. But it's cool, because it's like destroyed buildings. But the layout of it is just, it's not fun to play on. I never enjoyed playing on it. Another one of those original maps that was just always at the bottom. I feel like nobody wanted to play it. Okay. Next up is Dig, which is a DLC map. And I know it was a remake of an older map, but I can't remember the name of the original. But Dig, yeah. Just not much to say about that one. It's pretty. It had like this big center area that was very open, and I don't know. It's just not a fun map to play on, really. At least in Mock-Up 2. Next up is Drone. This was a map. I don't know. Like, I've had some fun moments on this map. Like, there's some cool ideas there. With like sliding doors and I don't know, the whole like indoor area is kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know, just not a fun map. Another one you can kind of vote against. I don't really have that much to say about a lot of these kind of in the middle tier. I feel like I knew for sure Pod was last, and some of the ones that are at the top I knew would be at the top because they're amazing maps, but we'll continue. So after Drone, I have Hydro. Yeah, I never enjoyed Hydro either. You know, it had like this weird interactive part of the map where, I mean, if you've played it, you know, obviously, but at a certain part in the game, like these underground water tunnels would turn on, and water would come shooting through. Like it was like a big dam or something. And if you were in the tunnels when the water was shooting through, you would instantly die. So, and it would just completely cut off that part of the map for, I don't remember, like 10 seconds or something. It's kind of a silly idea. There's a couple maps that have something like that in this game, but I don't know, Hydra is just not a good map. Never really enjoyed it. Next up is Mirage, which is a DLC map, one of the first ones. Now, this map looks beautiful. It looks really nice, and I feel like it is a good map. I feel like a lot of people like this one, but for some reason, I just never did. I think I just always did bad on this map. Like, I always had a bad game, and that's probably why I rank it really low. So, yeah, Mirage, for some reason, I just never liked it. I mean, you know, I'd be curious to know if other people really liked this one or really hated this one too. But yeah, I always disliked this map. After Mirage is Detour. So this map is actually pretty cool. Like the concept of was a cool enough idea that I enjoyed playing on it, and I definitely had some fun moments playing on it. After Detour is Downhill, which is like the ski lodge map. Yeah, this is one of those ones where I don't really have anything negative to say, but nothing really positive either. It's one of those maps that feels really big when you're playing it. There's like this whole like building at one of the spawns, and it just feels like so out of the way. I don't know. It's a decent map, I guess. I don't hate it. And like the ski lift part that kills you is kind of funny. So it's kind of like a funny way to see like who's new to the game or whatever. If you die to the little ski lift, that means you're probably a noob. But after Downhill is Vertigo, another map that is just pretty good. You know, it wasn't my favorite, but definitely had some good memories on it. It looks really nice looking map. I like it. After Vertigo is Magma. This map looks really cool, with all the lava kind of destroying this part of the city. But it's a decent map. Again, some of these middle tier ones they're good maps, but you know, if they're up against some of the top ones, like, you're not picking these. So Magma's like, I'll play it, but it's not my favorite. And same with this one. After Magma's Frost. You know, pretty much the opposite. One's Magma, one's Frost. This one, I feel like it had more moments. Like, it was better for multiplayer. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I had better moments on Frost. Like, I was kind of in the quickscoping community. It was not good. I was not good at all. Like, yeah. But that was kind of the way I enjoyed to play. And I feel like Frost had more sniping opportunities. So, yeah. After Frost is Cargo, which is an original map. I feel like this one's very nostalgic. It's like one of the maps you first think of when you think of Black Ops 2, I feel like. Or like one of the first maps you play. One of the first maps I feel like I played when I got the game. So it has that nostalgia factor. It's a cool map. I like it, but again, not my favorite, but it's still a cool map. I can appreciate it, and I can enjoy it from time to time. After Cargo is Turbine. So Turbine is kind of a weird one because it's a huge map. Like, it feels huge when you're playing it. It's definitely best suited for sniping, which is kind of why I have it ranked so high. Because I feel like this is one of those maps where, like, it's not one you enjoy playing very often. It's not one I enjoy playing. I would probably usually rank it pretty low. Like, I always hated playing Turbine, and I think a lot of people did too. Because if you're like actually playing with if you're actually running gunning like normal, like, you're gonna be running around the map for most of the game. it's just kind of an iconic map, even though it's not one that people enjoy playing usually. Yeah, so that's Turbine. Sorry, I gotta adjust here. Oh, okay. My leg was getting sore. So yeah. After Turbine, I'm gonna go with Yemen. So Yemen's not a very pleasant map to look at. I always thought, like the coloring, it's very yellow and gray. Is how I describe Yemen. But it was definitely a really fun map for Hardpoint. Like, if you were into the more competitive side of Call of Duty at the time, Hardpoint was really good on this map, I feel like. And it was in like the competitive rotation, I'm pretty sure, for Hardpoint. So I think there was a lot of fun to be had on this map. I gotta move again, sorry. I can't get comfortable. I need to work on my setup. I'm still just sitting on my bed, but yeah, Yemen, it was fun. It had its moments. After Yemen, is Rush. Rush is a DLC map, and this is actually one of my favorite, like, looking maps. Like, the concept of it being a paintball field was actually one of my favorite ideas. Like, I thought it looked super cool. It's just like a straight up 3-lane map. Like, very traditional Call of Duty map. So yeah, but I don't know, something about it just wasn't like the best, but the way it looked really gave it a lot of extra points for me. Like, I always really enjoyed playing Rush, but it wasn't my favorite, but it looked really cool. After Rush is Cove. Cove is kind of a weird map, but the concept of it being like a crash plane on an island was really cool to me. And this was a brutal map for spawn trapping. So if you were on the bad side of being spawn trapped, this was a rough map to be playing. But if you were on the good side, the people who were doing the spawn trapping, then this was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of sniping opportunities on this map. It's very small, so best search and destroy maps ever. Like, I had so many great memories playing search and destroy, or lead play on this map. So yeah, that's kind of my opinions on Meltdown. It's not, the most pleasant map to look at, like the colors, but, overall, I think it was a lot of fun to play on, and I think it's very underrated, so, yeah, love to hear your thoughts on that. After Meltdown is Uplink. This is kind of just an iconic map. That's why it's ranked so high. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot, and I feel like it was always voted for. It's a remake from Black Ops 1. But yeah, it's just a really good map. Now, now we're into the top 10. Okay. So my number 10 is Encore. Encore. Okay, so Encore, I think, is a beautiful, beautiful map. It looks so cool. It's like a band, like a concert stage band area, and I just think that idea is so cool, and they did it really well. I think it's a lot of fun to play. It's kind of like a big, it feels like a big circle, like when you're playing it, like a circular map. But yeah, I just think it looks super nice, and it's a lot of fun to play. I don't know if a lot of people like that one, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. Next up is Carrier. Carrier is an iconic map from Black Ops 2. Mostly because of trick shotting. I feel like everybody knows that. Jumping off the ship and doing a trick shot. Everybody tried that. Everybody tried that. Only few could hit it, but everybody tried. So yeah, Carrier is just an iconic map. I enjoyed it for other things too. Next up is Studio. Great map. I think this is, number 8? Yeah, number 8, Studio, which is a remake of Firing Range from Black Ops 1, 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 Black Ops 1. So yeah. But yeah, it's always fun to play. I feel like Firing Range and Studio, those are like maps you just don't get tired of. Maybe you do, but I didn't. Yeah, and I think it's a really good remake too. Like, the theming of it is super cool idea. I always enjoyed playing it. Love Studio. Next up is Nuketown. Now, this is my number 7 slot on my rankings. I feel like a lot of people would have Nuketown near the top or the top spot. Nuketown is the most iconic Call of Duty map. Obviously, like, it's been remade in pretty much every single Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. So there's a reason it keeps being remade. It's small, it's simple, it's fast-paced. Outpost, it's not like, I don't know, it's not something I want to play all the time, but iconic map, amazing, love Nuketown. So next up, I feel like it's kind of a hot take to put right above Nuketown. But my number 6 spot is Express. Now, I would say that Express is the best search and destroy map in the game. It's the search and destroy map I enjoy the most. Like for league play, competitive play, it's also one of the most fun maps to watch. If you watched competitive Call of Duty at the time, when Black Ops 2 was the current Call of Duty. I know, I feel very old now, but talking about it. But Express was like one of the most fun maps to watch, and mainly for Search and Destroy. It was also a good hardpoint map, really good hardpoint map, but Search and Destroy is where this map was excelled at, and I think it's also just a very good looking map. This is also, I know I talked about Drone, not liking the water system, that this one has a drain that comes in at a certain point during the game, and kind of cuts off both sides of the map. I mean, it's only for like 10 seconds, but still. But I feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot better on this map. It's not as annoying as on, did I say Drone? I meant Hydra. I don't know what I said, but Hydra is the other map that has the interactive feature that I didn't really enjoy. But I think it's a lot better on Express. Okay. Now, what's this? Okay, this is the top 5 for my rankings of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 maps. This has been a long video. I'm rambling a lot more than I thought I would. But my top 5, my number 5 spot is Grind. Grind, 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 grind. Yes, this map is so freaking good. I love Grind. It looks so cool. Gotta get my light back, sorry. I'm just using my TV. Grind is so good. It's such a good map. It looks so good. Like, I love the skate park theming of it. So like that alone is already cool. So it's just a cool map on its own. But if you're a sniper, like if you enjoyed sniping, quickscoping at the time, this was such a good map for that. So many opportunities, catching players where they spawn to get really good feeds. So yeah, I mean that's definitely like the main reason I like this map. But overall, I just think it's a great map. It looks really nice. I think it's really well balanced. Really easy to spawn trap, which, you know, is annoying if you're being spawn trapped, but if you're going for like quickscoping feeds, then this was a great map. So I loved it so much. I always voted for Grind if it was on the voting table. So next up is actually a map I feel like a lot of people did not like for some reason. But my number 4 is Slums. Slums. Now, I feel like when Black Ops 2 first came out, I also was not a huge fan of this map. I feel like I did not like the way that it looked. It's also one of those kind of boring color palette maps. Kind of like Yemen, kind of has the same color palette as Yemen. But I just think it's best capture the flag maps. So yeah, a lot of fun. If you enjoy like league play or competitive play, I feel like you also love the slums. But like typical multiplayer play, I feel like slums usually got voted out. So I kind of understand that, but why people didn't like slums. But I personally think it's one of the best maps in the game. So next up, number 3 is Hijacked. Now, I feel like this is kind of a legacy pick. You know, like Hijacked is one of the most iconic maps from this game. And, you know, I'm sure it's been remade a number of times now. I kind of forgot to mention that I haven't really kept up with the new Call of Duties. I don't play Call of Duty anymore. So I hope this video isn't giving the impression that I'm like a big Call of Duty fan. I kind of just had this idea because of the recent hype of Black Ops 2. But so I love the old Call of Duties. Is what I should have started with. If anybody's still watching this video, that's kind of my opinion on Call of Duty. I think it's gone way downhill, way downhill. I do not like Call of Duty anymore. I don't remember the last Call of Duty I actually played. Yeah, I just think it's total slop now. Total laziness, cash grabs, whatever you want to call it. I mean, like most big developer games are now, to be honest, but Call of Duty is one of the worst offenders of that. I could go on a rant because I just do not like modern Call of Duty. But I'm getting sidetracked. I just want to let you know that I am a fan of the older Call of Duties, especially Black Ops 2. That is one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm not sure how many times these like classic maps have been remade. I'm sure they've remade them countless times because they are incapable of making good maps and good games nowadays. But it's outdated. So Hijacked is my number 3 pick, and that's kind of a legacy pick just because it's so iconic, such an iconic map from this game. But it's a really fun map. I feel like it definitely got overplayed. I feel like I got burned out from it, so I almost wanted to put it lower. I almost wanted to put this map lower, but I couldn't put it much lower, honestly. Like, it felt wrong putting it below slums, and, you know, I'm sure some people would put Nuketown higher, but, yeah, I had to at least put Hijacked in the number 3 slot, because it's just so iconic, so fun. What more else can I say about Hijacked? So, now, the next 2 maps, I can never get enough of when I played this game. They're 2 of my favorite, like, multiplayer maps of all time. I just think they're so good. They're both original maps. Process of Elimination, you should know what they are by now. But my number 2 spot is Standoff. Standoff is just such an amazing map. It works well on so many game modes, pretty much every game mode. Search and Destroy, so fun. Capture the Flag, so fun. Hardpoint, Team Deathmatch, Domination, all of it. It's just a great map. I don't even know what it is. Like, it's like hard to describe why this map is so good. Like, it's good for sniping, it's good for just regular run and gunning. I don't know. It's just such an amazing map. It's so fun to play, and I just could never get enough of I just think it was one of the most solid maps. If this map was voted, I feel like everybody had a good time. And the next map, my number one spot, you should know what it is if you played Black Ops 2, but it's Raid. Raid is my number one spot for the best map in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I think it's one of the best multiplayer maps of all time, probably my favorite. I mean, I don't know, like, my overall rankings would be, but, I'm not saying it's the most iconic multiplayer map ever, but I don't know, something about Raid, I think it just works well.